As Les Brown says, other people's opinion of you does not have to become your reality. The truth is, all of us, we get to decide who we are. There's no objective truth that you're going to find or uncover. You're simply the collection of the things that you believe to be true about yourself. And once you begin to form that opinion of who you are, you'll act in accordance with that belief. You begin to shape a vision of yourself in your own mind, and that becomes the reality, a vision of the person that you want to become. And that vision is so hard for all of us to hold on to that we have to protect it. We have to keep other people out of that. We've got to have intention in creating the person that we want to become.
The squeaky wheel gets the grease. And you've been taught all your life not to ask. You've been trained, keep your head down, don't embarrass yourself, don't embarrass the family, don't say things that may not happen. And I do just the opposite.
Don't calcify your thoughts into dogma, but rather stay fresh, stay naive, stay hungry and foolish to really learn and grow. If you fall prey to that, your past will always be bigger than your future. And there is one mandate that I make of myself and anyone else that wants to be around me. Your future must always be bigger than your past.
If you want to be great, you can be misunderstood by everybody. When you are misunderstood to the point where people think you're psycho and you're nuts and you're this and that, when people don't understand you anymore, you're in that spot of obsession and drive.
You have to have thick skin to get better. You have to call yourself out. This is a lifestyle. You can't temporarily dive into it, sample it out, and roll out. This is something, man, that you have to acquire as a part of your everyday grind.
And the moment that we understand that, and every day we wake up, we understand that life is a blessing and life is a gift. And if you were to check out today, how would you want to be remembered? It's bigger than you. And the problem with the world today, people get involved with things, and if they don't like a certain person, if they don't like the process, if it's not what they thought it was, they quit. And what they don't understand about quitting becomes a habit. It's about, can you take pride in what you do as an individual, and every night when you look in the mirror, knowing that you gave everything you had to it. That is why I tell you the process is more important than the product. Impose your will on it.
Life is just doing what life does. It's not a demonic attack. It's not spiritual warfare. Life is just doing what life does. It gives and it takes. It makes you laugh. It makes you cry. It has moments of victory. It has moments of defeat. Because it gives us a realistic view of people who were good and bad, who were strong and weak, who were right and wrong, who were victorious and victimized. It helps us to assess our own life, that your life is not going to be a straight line.
You can do anything you want that you have passion for, because that eliminates most of the crap. Because most people don't follow their dream. You know, like they say in The Sound of Music, you can't have a dream come true unless you have a dream. Practice within when you're without. Practice being successful. So it's all possible.
You just have to wake up. You just have to break that negative spirit. You have to break through. I don't feel sorry for you. You feel sorry for yourself. That's the problem. We have a responsibility to walk in the direction of peace. I want to laugh. I want to smile. I want to enjoy myself. You decided that this is what you wanted to do with your day. Feeling good isn't just an opportunity. Feeling good is a responsibility that we all have for ourselves.
When you understand what those needs are and which ones you're focusing on, you start to understand why people do the crazy things they do, including you and I. We want to understand what's really going on so we can help, so we can make a difference. But most of us are running patterns over and over again, and we want to free that up. To free it up, we got to break the pattern. We got to do things that are different. So we're going to do something different. I believe that if you really want to be effective, you got to tell the truth. See it as it is, but not worse than it is.
You've got the power in you to do that. You've got something special. You've got comeback power. Here's the other thing. Let us say together, it's possible. It's necessary. It's me. Nobody can live your dream for you but you. Stop coming up with excuses. Don't give yourself permission to continue to live a small life. You can't fit a big dream into a small life. Give yourself permission to go for it, to test yourself, to challenge yourself, to live full. I like the saying, always strive to get on top in life because it's the bottom that's overcrowded.
You don't belong at the bottom, and it's time for you to get your butt from down there.
Listen to me, unless you number one in your industry, you shouldn't be chilling. And if you number one in your industry, you got enough common sense to know you better not be chilling.
Every single day of my life, I feel like giving 100%. Every single day. I don't know, but I don't have days where I don't feel like it. Why? Because I'm counting on me.
The fact is that most of us in our culture define who we are and how well we're doing, and even our very humanity, on the basis of some very artificial criteria. Those criteria, most of the time, are considered by people in our culture to be the ultimate. And they are things like success. How much success do I have? That is, how much money am I making? How much stuff comes into my life? How many accumulations am I able to get? There's certainly nothing wrong with that. But as a criteria for your very humanity, it's a very low point. It's a very shallow place to determine whether or not you're living the kind of life that you're capable of living.
The greatest resistance comes when you are near the greatest opportunity. Now, in order to get the greatest opportunity, you got to fight the greatest resistance. What are you going to fight it with? You're going to fight it with the greatest focus. Some things are too much for you. Don't let your ego drive you out of focus. Sometimes ego won't let you let things go, won't let people go. There are some people that you're just not helping them. You said everything, you did everything. It didn't work. You're fooling yourself. You can't do nothing else. You gave everything you had. You did everything you said. That's it. That person's love costs too much. You can't afford it. You don't have it. You can't do it. You gotta focus. I am fire when I am focused. I am fire when I am focused.
Every day I'm prepared for what's ahead of me. There's no elevator. If you watch me so that it makes you want to be a better man, want to be a better woman. I'm a trainer. I'm a transformational coach. I teach you how to turn the unbelievable into your reality. That's what I do. We're going to grind. First thing I'm going to do is say, look, get your deodorant out, put your tennis shoes on. We're going to squat, we're going to lunge, we're going to run. But on the other side of this, you will see a life that's barely recognizable. Why? Because I'm living that life. I wasn't talented academic-wise. It didn't fire off fast for me. I learned later that it was because I was dyslexic and I had all these other learning styles that makes me more unique. I was willing to be inconvenienced for my conviction. Like, if you go where you've never gone, do what you've never done, and say what you never said, you'll become the woman and the man you've always known yourself to be.
It will come to you if you keep working on yourself. And by the way, your purpose will most likely change over time, because we should always be growing and evolving. I like to think of self-development always like fitness. If you want to be fit and strong, what do you need to do? You need to commit to working out every single day. Otherwise, you cannot grow stronger. If you stop working out, what happens? You become weaker. The same is true for your mental strength. The more you read, the more you learn. The more you learn from the truly successful, the stronger your mind will become.